All right, as we get the final guys through the track, through their qualifying laps, we'll get their placements as they get ready. How's everybody doing tonight? Right now we are watching Sean Diani do his qualifying laps. Looks like we have a large field tonight. All right, we got 30, I think 36 racing tonight. It sounds like the guys are going to have 3 sets of tires. 105 laps tonight. Got about another minute left to qualifying. I am doing well tonight. I'm doing well. All right, qualifying is over. We are going to get people situated, and we will run through the track. All right. So Jordan Traas is going to take pole tonight. Nate Lesko is going to be in second place. Abram Ghostin, he's going to be sitting third tonight. Joshua Altice is going to be in fourth place. Mitchell Williams will be starting fifth place tonight. Joe Spinelli will be sixth. Matthew Williams will be in seventh tonight. Eldon Stewart will be starting in eighth place tonight. Dave Bersecki will be in ninth. Charles Van Schek will be in 10th. Tyler Lester will be starting in 11th place. John Crosby will be in 12th. Brody Deutscher will be starting in 13th spot. Jason Naito is going to be 14. Alex Corson will be starting in 15th place tonight. Sean Diani, he will be in 16th. Tyler Deweys will be starting 17th tonight. Brett Thompson will be starting in 18th. Tony McDaniel will be starting in 19th place tonight. Curtis Daffern, he will be starting in 20th. Samuel Nelson will be 21st tonight. Brandon Hinton will be starting in 22nd place. Frank Caruso will be starting in 23rd place tonight, and Justin Frazier in 24th. Kyle Beard will be in 25th place. Michael Sauter will be starting in 26th place. Tom Ringer will be starting in 27th place with Michael Cyphers starting in 28th. Todd Parent will be in 29th with Michael Wegscheider starting in 30th. Kurt Kryzak will be in 31st place with Garrett Stone in 32nd. Jacob Williams will be starting in 33rd place. Sean Timoty will be starting 34th. Richard Young will be 35th. And Casey Manor will round out the field in 36. So 36 trucks tonight. A lot of trucks, a lot of possibilities, a lot of possible incidents. So we'll see how that goes. Those of you in the chat want to give the over-under and what you think might be for the incidents tonight as far as yellow flags go. Go ahead and give us that. We will try and run through here in a little bit and maybe go over. Doesn't look like I have the close-up truck cam tonight, so we'll have to go with what we've got. And we are green. We're officially gone green. We are off and running. 105 laps to go. We have a race. Sean Timoty is going to take the starting spot. No, never mind. Why did that do that? All right. Anyways, Jordan Tross is going to take the spot in the beginning. Abram Ghostin is going to be in second place. You got 94, Joshua Altice. He's trying to come up right behind there and try and squeeze in on the inside. Trying to get in and around Ghostin. Nate Lesko is back there at number 19. He's trying to work his way on the outside there with Ghostin. You got Mitchell Williams there on the inside in F54. He's trying to hold on to that fourth spot right now. See Ghostin, they're going to make it 3 wide going into that corner. That's going to be tight. They do manage to hold on to it. Ghostin managed to get down to the inside without incident. Looks like he's a little loose coming out of that corner though. Losing some speed. With 35 of Matthew Williams, he's going to take advantage of that and move to the outside, get up and around Ghostin. He is going to take over that fourth spot. He's going to make a move to the outside and try and work on Nate Lesko now. They are side by side going into the next turn. Matthew going high wide. He is going to manage to get around, hold his momentum, and get in third place. Meanwhile, Eldon Stewart in at number 1, he's managed to get around Abram Ghostin now. He has now moved up another spot, and he is now working on Nate Lesko. And he does manage to make it around. Ghostin working the inside. Looks like he was going to make a run there. Close that spot up a little bit, not too much. wobbly there. At the 86, Joe Spinelli there. He's going to work the outside, and he's going to try and start working on Nate Lesko now too. Mitchell Williams there in the 54. He's trying to keep up, trying to hold on to spots. Meanwhile, up front, Joshua Altice has managed to put himself out front. You got Matthew Williams working the outside. Jordan Tross will be third. Eldon Stewart is going to be fourth. Joe Spinelli, he's managed to move up. He is now in fifth place. Mitchell Williams is going to be sixth. Nate Lesko has fallen back to seventh. Charles Van Scheck and Alex Corson, they're battling right now, 8th and 9th. Tyler Lester, he's going to round out your top 10. Here you got the battle between Eldon Stewart and Jordan Tross. That is battle for third. Eldon Stewart, he's managed to work his way back up there. He's trying to catch up there to Matthew Williams. Gonna work that inside and try and move his way up. He got kind of left behind all by himself there, so slow down a little bit. Ends up falling back into fourth place. He's gonna manage to get back in line though. Mitchell Williams, he's going to make a move onto the inside. Matthew Williams is going wide outside, and he's going to lose a spot. Eldon Stewart, he's trying to figure out which way he wants to go, which person he wants to follow. Which one he can get the best look on. Now they're back in single file. You see Joshua Altice holding on to the inside line. He's making a good run with that inside line. But Mitchell Williams right there with him. Mitchell swinging out to the outside, loses him a little bit on the corners, but on the straightaways manages to close that gap back up because he can maintain the speed on the outside. Looking at the intervals, he gets it down to about a 0.6 before they hit the corner. They get the corner, he goes up to about a 0.16. So about a 0.1 difference from the corner to the straightaway. His lap speed right now is about a 0.02 slower than Joshua Altice. And I take that back. He just beat Joshua's speed on that last lap by about 0.04. So definitely the back and forth going on in that front two. As I've said that, now they've gone switched the other way and went 0.05 between each other. But as we go on here, we can go through the track here. So you got the 94, Joshua Altice out there running currently in first place. Mitchell Williams in that 54. He is currently running in second place, about a 0.1 behind Josh. Then you got in third place, you got the number 1 of Eldon Stewart. Jordan Tross, he's fallen back a couple spots to fourth place in that number 79. Matthew Williams, he's right here in that 35. Running around in that Pop-Tarts, and we got ourselves a caution. So let's see what we got going on here. Oh, we got a truck going sideways. We got a couple trucks going sideways. Oh, looks like Tyler Deweese. So let's see if we can't. Let's see, go previous crash here. Goes against the wall. The next crash. Oh. So that must have been one that happened that didn't pull out a caution. I did notice that, no, never mind. That might have been, that was the caution. So there's multiple things going on here. Multiple things going on here. Let's rewind that back a little bit here. See 3 wide, he squeezes up. The guy comes in, pinches that, and just into the wall he goes. Nowhere really to go, but there was an incident in front of those two. So the 25 trying to dodge it, not able to, because as he goes down to go through, he ends up getting caught. That's going to put him into the wall. Get the 01 there. Tyler Lester, he's getting spun out. So this was a different incident in front of the incident that happened. See him kind of bouncing off the wall there a little bit. Yeah, he got pinched by the 46. '46, a Jason Nito. Nope, I take that back. That was not Jason Nito. That was 46 of Alex Corson. As we bring that back, watch come along. See the 01 there. Get into the wall. Alex kind of come up into him a little bit there. I would actually say that that was 01 coming down, trying to get off the wall, came down too far, came into Alex. So, but that is caution number 1. And that one right there, that truck. Some of these guys are gonna come into the pits. And come into the pits a lap late. Or he's letting people by because he was in a spot that he wasn't supposed to be, maybe. I'm not sure. But on this restart, we're going to have Timoty taking the lead. His car's going to drop down. Actually, I take that back. That's Michael Sauter. Timoty on the outside. So now the downside here is these two guys out front. So while they're out front, they did not go into the pits. That's how they maintained out front. Now we're gonna have problems here, and we're gonna have another caution. We were just talking about how that was gonna cause issues because they were kind of blocking up the guys who had gone in. So, gonna look and see. There's a lot of guys got caught up in that. See guys trying to push through. Take a look from the, let's go from the nose. We're riding along with Joshua Altice right here. See the 94 trying to squeeze his way through. Josh kind of trying to make it through. He gets bumped from behind. Looks like that was this person right here. See the guy's getting a little antsy. 94 trying to push his way through. Josh Altice catching into the 67 there. He was bumped by Mitchell Williams, it looks like. So Josh Altice trying to come into a spot, wasn't clear. Ends up hitting the 67. 67 gets spun out and just chaos. Just chaos. All right, well, let's see. All right, so that's caution number 2. We have 24 laps in, 105 to go, or not 105 to go, 105 laps total for this race. All right, pace car's lights are going to go out. They will go around one more time. They will line up side by side. Move back up here again. So Timoty still has not gone into the pits. He's on the outside. On his inside, you got Joshua Altice. He has gone to the pits. So we'll see which line goes better than the other, because as you saw last time, we had Both guys in front of both lines did not go into the pits. They did not have new tires and slowed everything up. People tried getting around. Doors were not fully open when people tried passing through, and incident occurred. So we now have Sean Timoty is the only one who has not pitted out of the entire field, from what I can see. Actually, I take that back. It looks like Michael Sauter has not pitted yet. I'm not sure if he's in the pits now, so he's gonna reset. We are gonna have the pace car drop down. These guys are going to tighten up their group and get ready to take off. And we are back green. Joshua Altice on the inside, able to get a nice jump on that restart. Looks like about 6 cars ahead before even getting in that first curve, so getting a nice jump there. Obviously the tires are helping out. Sean Timoty is now down to 6th place. That's just how different the tires can make it. And we've got ourselves another caution. Let's see what happened on this one. Oof. I see people going out behind. That was 67. Let's see what happened there. You see the 67 out there just running all by himself. That's going to cause issue with a lot of guys. So 67 there. Michael Sauter. Looks like he kind of lost control. Went into the outside wall. Tried getting off the track. Ended up hitting the inside wall very hard. Bouncing back out to the track. However, I did see... Looked like there was somebody else spinning out back here before that even happened. So let's see if we can't see that. I do not see it there. I swear when we were watching that, all right, so we go to the end of the session here. We started with 36. It looks like officially we are down to 30. 28 are on the lead lap. Mitchell up there trying to help the pace car along. Right, pace car is going to drop down. And we are going to be back racing. Green, 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 and we're off. See how many laps we can make before the next incident comes out. And we've got another caution. See what all we got going on. We got, lots of things going on. Fortunately for that one that went into the pits, that's going to give them a penalty, I'm afraid. Potentially. Maybe not. There we go. That's going to add some more change-ups in this session here. Tell you what, chat, to keep this up, your guess of 7 may not be a bad number. All right. Pace car is going to drop down. We are going to get ready to fire this off yet again. And we are back green. All right, on this restart, you got Joshua Altice, Mitchell Williams. They are battling it out right now for first. You're watching that battle on your screen. Matthew Williams and Jason Nito, they're trying to battle their way for second. Brandon Hinton, he is going to be up there in 5th place. Nope, no, he's 6th because Eldon Stewart just passed him. Tyler Lester, Justin Frazier, they're battling up for 7th place right now. Samuel Nelson is in 9th. Samuel Nelson is 9th. Tyler DeWeese is going to round out your top 10. Mitchell Williams getting a good start. Meanwhile, right here, this is the battle for 4th place. let's see if we can work our way through the field. Yeah, Mitchell Williams currently running in first with... not exactly sure who that is. Who's he battling? He's battling the 12. The 12 is... of Frank Caruso out there managing to right, so you got Mitchell Williams in the lead. Joshua Altice is going to be second place. Matthew Williams, he is going to be running in third. Eldon Stewart is going to be fourth place. Jason Nito is going to be running in fifth place. Brandon Hinton, he's right now currently in sixth. Jordan Tross, he's back here in seventh place. John Crosby, he is right there in eighth. Charles Van Schaik is in ninth. Brent Thompson, he is going to be rounding out your top 10. All right, we have 45 laps to go. Hopefully we got the cautions behind us. We'll see how it goes as these guys start catching up with lap traffic. Joshua Altice has about a half-second gap in front of, or I'm sorry, Mitchell Williams has a half-second gap between him and Joshua. Matthew, my goodness. Matthew Williams, he's currently running in third, but he's about 0.6 back from Joshua. And then fourth place is Eldon Stewart, but he is almost 4 seconds behind, so... This right here, you got your battle for fourth place. And Eldon Stewart, Jason Nito, they're battling out side by side, battling for fourth place. Got Jordan Tross in there, he's trying to get some spots back. All right, so it's going to be interesting to see if the leaders come in. Now, the reason I say that, nope, there they are. Oop. Slow her down there. Slow her down there, Josh. I'm just looking at who is where and when the last time they pitted was. That man right there managed to move his way back up quite quickly, actually. All right, green flag pit stops going on right now. All right, there's another group coming in for pits. But right now, that is Charles Van Schaik. He is being chased down. Not as much as I thought he was. Who is that behind? Well, so 12 is Frank Caruso. Currently 5 laps down. 4 laps down. Abram is going to be pitting in this next time around. Charles is going to be pitting this time around. Joe Spinelli will be pitting this time around. All right, 45 of Brent Thompson. He is going to come in. So that's going to leave that man right there, number 92, Dave Bersecki. Currently out there on 42 lap tires. And He is going to go into the pits, and that's going to make Joshua Altice back in front with Mitchell Williams right on his tail. Well, up front here, you got Mitchell Williams in the lead with Joshua Altice running in second. Matthew Williams, he's back here in third place. With Jordan Tross trying to catch up with them guys. Jordan's currently in fourth place. So an incident by anybody up here. Those two are of the not exactly sure where I was going with that sentence. So Jordan Tross, he's up here in fourth. Eldon Stewart is going to be in fifth. Jordan Tross is trying to make his way back up there. He's trying to working his way around. He's trying to get around Frank Caruso right now. Got 23 laps to go. He is going to drop down to the inside. He's going to work his way in and around. Jordan will start working his way back up. He's got a long ways to go. It's about a 4.5 second time between him and third place. So definitely a way to go. Jordan definitely wishing on a caution right now, I'm sure. That right there is about your tightest battle between everybody. First and second place is a 0.1 gap between each other. Everybody else is like a 0.4 or above. Justin getting up and out of the way. All right, we got 16 laps to go. Josh Alt still holding on to lead. He is about a half second now in front of Mitchell Williams. Matthew Williams, he's currently running in third place. Jordan Tross is back there in fourth, I'm sorry. Matthew Williams is third. Jordan Tross is fourth. John Crosby is currently in fifth place. Eldon Stewart is going to be running sixth. Charles Van Schaik, he is running in seventh place. Abram Ghostin, he is in eighth. Jason Nito, he is currently running in ninth, with Brandon Hinton in 10th. Moving on back through the line, you got Tyler Lester, he's currently running in 11th place. Mark Cyphers, you got 12th. Joe Spinelli, he's currently running at 13th place, and you get 14th going to Brett Thompson right now. David Bersecki, he is running in 15th place. Justin Frazier, he is running in 16th. Tyler Deweese is in 17th. Garrett Stone is going to be running 18th. You can see how mixed up some of these guys are now. Jacob Williams, he will be 19th. You got Jacob Williams, he's currently in 19th. Casey Manor, he is in 20th. Kyle Bird right now is running in 21st. Samuel Nelson, he is running in 23rd, or 22nd, I'm sorry. Kurt Kryzak, he is 23rd. Tony McDaniel, he is running in 24th. Tom Ringer is 25th. Todd Parent is 26th. And the last truck on the track that is still running is that one right there, the 27, or I'm sorry, the 12 of Frank Caruso in 27th place. So moving back up into the front. We got 9 laps to go. Joshua Altice is holding on to first place. Mitchell Williams is in second, and Matthew Williams currently in third. Jordan Tross is trying to run him down. Get Jordan back there with that group. There's a distance to climb. I'm not sure that there's enough time, though. So as this runs and plays out, it is very possible that as 1, 2, and 3 sit, unless there's a caution or something happens to the people up front. Six laps to go. They're fighting lap traffic. Joshua Altice still holding on to that lead. Mitchell Williams is in second, and Matthew Williams is in third. So as I say, with the way that this all sits right now, unless something drastic happens, which could very well happen, I've seen less happen, or I've seen more happen with less. So, unless something else happens, I do believe that this is how the race will end. We have 5 to go. To go. Josh Altice still holding on to that lead. Mitchell Williams in second. Matthew Williams in third. Jordan Tross fourth. Eldon Stewart will be fifth. John Crosby is in sixth right now. Charles Van Schaik is in seventh. Abram Gostin in eighth. John Naito is in ninth with Brandon Hinton cleaning up the last spot in the top 10. making their final way around. Coming around the last corners. And there it is. There it is. So your top's going to be Josh Altice. Mitchell Williams will be second. Matthew Williams will be third. How many cautions? We ended up with 4 cautions. 4 cautions tonight. You got Josh started 4th, ended 1st. Mitchell started 5th, ended 2nd. And Matthew Williams started 4th and ended 3rd. I'm sorry, started 7th and ended 3rd. So. Alrighty, well, let's see. Get a better. Ah, look, that's good right there. That's good right there. All right. Here. All right. First up, we got Mr. Matthew Williams. Mr. Matthew Williams, you got a copy?
I do, man. How you doing?
I'm not doing too bad. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Can't complain.
No, absolutely not. I mean, out of a pack of 36, you ended up in 3rd place. Probably not exactly where we wanted to be, but not a bad spot either.
Yeah, for sure. Especially after missing a couple of weeks. To come back and get, I think, a P3 last weekend at Dover, and then to follow it up and do the same thing here in Charlotte. A couple of good runs together feels pretty good. So hopefully we can continue that momentum going forward.
You started 7th tonight, ended 3rd, up 4 spots. There was a few incidents tonight. There was a few that took out quite a few people. With you ending in 3rd, I don't know if you were close to any of those. Were you in any of those? Managed to squeeze through? Got lucky? Or
Yeah, really the only one that was a bit of a concern was, well, actually two. That the one after we had the initial caution, after we had a good little like 15 to 20 lap run, and then we had a wreck there kind of going into 2. I had to clear down on the bottom just to avoid that. And as far as I can tell, I wasn't anywhere near it. And then the one where the guy, I think, kind of came back up off the inside wall and came back into the racing surface there, that was a little dangerous. But luckily we were able to get past that without any major scare. But overall, I mean, pretty impressed, with considering the size of the field, that, we had a good long run there towards the last half of that race for sure.
yeah, definitely. I mean, you had a couple of incidents there. Most of it was in the first half, and then after those got out of the system, you guys just kind of battled it out. And I'm sure Jordan, he had a good start, but he got tied up there, and a couple of those incidents fell back. But he managed to climb up. He was working his way towards you, but he just didn't have enough time to get back up and actually make a challenge to you. He ended up about almost 4 seconds behind you, so he was way back. And I mean that's good. Good for you though, as far as points stuff. Point leader being behind you, so get a little bit
Yeah, no
one
doubt.
one up on that and carrying on. So definitely a good run for you. And
Yeah, I know. I mean, like you said, yeah, I think he qualified on the pole, or he was up there, and felt pretty good. I was curious where him and a couple of the other guys were behind me, just as we started initially that long run, because I was starting to break away from a couple of guys while I was in third, as we got into that first long run before we hit pit road, and then felt pretty good overall. Even on the second run, I think I just maybe didn't go as hard enough as I should have initially on that last run to try and catch Mitch and Josh, especially since I pitted a lap before them, but never wasn't really able to gain much on them until I think I got to Mitch a little bit faster there towards the end, but just ran out of time. So probably same with Jordan trying to come up to me there at the end. Again, we had a lot of lap trucks around us too, so it was hard to tell just checking my relative, where everybody was at certain times, seeing so much blue. But overall, just glad it, wound up finishing green. I would have hated to have gone back to a restart there with, how good we were doing on a long run and staying in the top three and to possibly lose spots, to some guys if they'd had a chance to put on another set of sticker tires and come up there and be aggressive. But yeah, I mean, pretty happy with coming home third for second straight week.
well, is there anybody you'd like to thank for third place tonight?
We certainly got to thank you. I got to thank everybody with ATC, all the admin guys, everything they're doing for us. Really appreciate it. Again, I know we're trying to, get numbers back up in the league, week in and week out, and overall tonight looked pretty good. So, hopefully a lot of these new guys will maybe stay and stick around, and we'll see if they can filter out some of the bad ones. But got to give a shout out to my teammate Josh for getting the win tonight. Had a great run. Shout out to Ghostman for coming all the way back up. He was in the high 20s after that first caution and had to pit, and he comes all the way back and finishes eighth. So a good night for him. And again, our truck was just like Pop Tart. It's crazy good all night. Unfortunately, just couldn't get to the top two. But again, we'll certainly settle for P3.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on your battle getting up there and holding on to that third there at the end. And hopefully we'll see you back up here again next week.
Yes, sir. Hope so. You have a good night.
You have a good night, sir.
Ever
All right,
going
whoops.
you as the damn leader.
Whoops. All right. Let's see here. That. Okay. All right, Mitchell Williams. You got a copy, sir.
Yes, I do.
Well, sir,
You got me.
I do got you. So you started fifth tonight, ended second. Couple incidents around you, and some battles in the earlier stages of the race, but then got some separation towards the end. Pretty solid set in second there. It looked like you had a battle with Josh for quite a while, but he managed to pull away, and unfortunately for you, you weren't able to catch back up to him, got caught up in some lap traffic, and he was able to get around and get in front of you and kind of get away. So, but out of 36, you finished second, so that's not bad either.
It's one of my favorite tracks, but yeah, lap traffic hurt me. I felt like Josh and I think Josh was pushing a little bit more in the beginning that last run, but I felt like we were kind of even. And he was actually short on fuel, and I wasn't when we came out of pit road. But I had nothing in dirty air for him once I got stuck behind.
Yeah, we saw a
Drove
couple
so
of you
much
guys
different.
battling some of those lap traffic and trying to get around, and some of those guys were battling like they were still battling for the lead, and it was hard fought battle for a lot of you guys, and I know I think at one point you were down a little ways and you managed to fight your way back up, and hell of a race by you, and still, like I say, you can't complain too much about second out of 36 with some of the incidents that happened earlier. Took out quite a few people and got a lot of damage on a lot of people. So,
Yeah, I got lucky with no damage, but I think the way my original strategy was gonna be, I think I could have got top 5 still, but it would have been much harder. But that top, it was so good early run. My tires are just worn out. Couldn't get grip at the end. Smacked the wall.
mm. Well, was there any pit strategies that you were trying to, or something that maybe looking back that you think you should have done differently, or?
When the fuel was about 40 laps, and I thought about maybe paying like lap 35 or so and make it to the end, but we kept having this caution, so I kept trying to save fuel under caution, and it ended up helping me stay in with track position. And luckily, no caution came out during pit road, and just that got by me, and he was pretty fast. I'll give him that. It was a ton of fun tonight.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on your P2 tonight. Is there anybody you'd like to thank?
As always, racing the ATC guys. When I get to race with them, Hayden, TJ, Michael, Rick, and the rest of the crew that I usually race with. I was by myself tonight.
All right. Well, congratulations on your P2. Nice little point boost for you, and hopefully we'll
After a
see
few
you.
bad weeks.
Well, hopefully we'll see you back up here again soon, and hopefully next week even.
Hopefully. I don't remember what's next week, though. I feel like it's one of my best tracks out of the whole schedule.
Well, let's see. We've got next week is going to be Nashville.
Ooh. Pretty good one run there, but it's really hard to pass there. Like maybe 10 times harder than it was tonight.
Yeah, be a lot of pack racing and stuff there. So we will definitely see how that goes, and we'll see how it goes for you next week too. And hopefully, like I say, hopefully we'll see you back up here next week.
Thank you. I'll watch the broadcast probably after work. Or sometime before my race for Sunday.
Sounds good. You'll hear me babbling on about stuff that at one point I was babbling. I don't even know what I was saying. So got about halfway through the sentence, lost my train of thought, and I was like, I don't know what I was saying. So, but anyways, congratulations on your P2 tonight, and like I said, hopefully we'll see you back up here again soon.
Thank you, and thank you for the broadcast again.
Absolutely. Have yourself a good night, sir.
You too.
All right. Then we're gonna go right here and here. The man on the hour right there. The man with all of the power. And it looks like he's doing something, but we're gonna interrupt him anyways. So we are gonna interrupt him from what he was doing, unfortunately, because he's got an interview to do, Mr. Josh Altese, so you got a copy.
10-4, man. You can interrupt me anytime for a Victory Lane interview.
Well, sir, why don't you take us through the race in your eyes?
Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed it. Honestly, Charlotte's a really fun track. Very hot and slick. Qualified pretty well. I think we started P5, which is good for me because anyone that knows me, I'm terrible at qualifying. Actually P4. So yeah, that was a great start. I just wanted to have a good solid starting position. There was a lot of guys in the field tonight. Some newer guys that I'm not normally used to running with. So anytime you've got any kind of newer guys, it can be a little scary because you just don't know, what they're gonna do. So yeah, good start to the night. Got the lead early, kind of controlled the race, and kind of had that little caution spell there in the middle of the race, and then had a heck of a battle with Mitchell. He did a great job. Definitely want to give him a shout out. And I think it really just kind of came down to at the end who could get in front of who, and kind of who could work the lap traffic the best. Anytime you would get right behind those lap cars, it would just completely change the handling of the truck, and you go from clean air to dirty air, and it just starts pushing really bad. And yeah, just trying to kind of weave my way through there and do it smartly. And but it was a heck of a battle with Mitchell. I definitely pushed the truck harder than I thought it was capable of, because the first run tried to be a little conservative and save the tires a little bit, but Mitchell kind of showed me that he could push it a little harder. So I was like, okay, I guess I can push it a little harder too. And we had a great battle.
Yeah, and we were talking to him about that. You guys are battling it out, and unfortunately, lap traffic kind of. I think lap traffic was part of the deciding factor between you and him, because you guys were side by side there for a little bit. Got caught in some lap traffic. He ended up getting stuck behind and falling back a little bit, and you took off and never looked back. So, I mean, congratulations on your P1 tonight, and great run overall. I think you were out front from quite a bit of the race, and I don't think you were near any of those incidents tonight, were you?
No, the only one that's made me have to go change my race suit was whenever the 67 there, he got wrecked on one of the restarts because he stayed out, and he didn't really launch very well and ended up getting himself wrecked. And then he came back on track, and don't know what happened, if something broke, or if he was just upset or what happened, but he was about a straightaway ahead of me. Came up, hit the outside wall, bounced off the inside wall, and then shot back up the track. And I was like, "Oh, I got to pick a
I do.
direction to go." And yeah, it was scary.
Yeah, yeah, I do remember seeing that, and he actually, when he came back up, unfortunately, he did end up catching a couple people, but it, you know,
Definitely hate to see that. Any
yeah.
of the lead lap guys, but I'm happy it wasn't us because that would have been that would have been a rough ending. So
Well, like I say, great race for you tonight. Great battle between you and Mitchell. And overall, first place out of 36. Can't complain about that. You started fourth tonight, ended first, up 3 spots, but I know you guys kind of wrapped around a little bit there for a while after some of those incidents and pits and all that stuff. So, first place out of 36, can't complain about that. And, hopefully we can see you back up here again. Is there anybody you'd like to
yeah,
thank?
yeah. Thank you for the broadcast. Really appreciate you. Broadcasting the ATC. 36 trucks, like you said, it was a full field tonight. So, thanks to Garrett Stone, the full admin team, all the guys that made this league work. So it's really enjoyable. It's very late for me. I'm not sure where you're at. It is 1 a.m. on the East Coast here in Virginia. So I try to pre-game a little bit by trying to get a little nap in to stay up for these things. So, but I do enjoy running this league, and I've got the same track in another league of mine on Monday. So I really wanted to use this as a practice for that. So definitely gonna take a little confidence with me into Monday now. But yeah, just thanks to the admin team. Shout out to my SMB Motorsports teammates. Matthew Williams, really solid P3 for him tonight, and Abram Ghostin. He did a really good job, worked his way back up to P8 and saw the top 10 run. So yeah, just appreciate everyone. Last but not least, I got to thank Sunvar Roofing and Solar. Anyone interested in looking into clean energy, looking to lower their electric bills? I know the electric rates continue going through the roof right now. So anyone in the Virginia, West Virginia area, shoot me a message. I'll walk you through how solar works and see if we can save you a lot of money.
Sounds good. Well, congratulations again, and hopefully we'll see you back up here again soon.
Yeah, thanks, man. Have a good night.
Have a good night. All righty. Well, with that being said, another week is done at the ATC iRacing League. I hope you enjoyed tonight's race. If you are still out there watching, or if you're back again watching, make sure to hit that like, hit the subscribe, get the notification bell so that way you know next time we go live. There are more than just the truck series that are broadcast on this channel, so there are many opportunities to watch races. Be sure to check them all out. We will see you again here next week. Like we said, it looks like, what did I say it was going to be? We will be back next week on Nashville. So, with that being said, I am Sir Brazen Bull signing off for week 6 at the ATC Truck Series. We will see you next week in Nashville. Have a great night, evening, day, whatever it is, wherever you are. Much love, good luck with everything, and we will talk to you all later. Have a great night. Later on, everybody.